Hello, hello out there. Patty here. I am the face behind PjStylin, bringing you all things I love in beauty. So I just wanted to pop on here today and quickly talk about brightening. For any of you that follow me and you hear me talk about brightener and what it is when it comes to makeup, I'm just going to give you a quick little tutorial on exactly where brightener goes and why we use brightener. So I have applied my makeup and I'm just going to do a little bit of brightening. I want to show you the placement and exactly how we go about that, why we brighten. So when we brighten the face, we are pulling light towards those areas. So it's a little bit different than contouring because when we contour, we create depth in lines, right? And when we brighten, we want to emphasize those areas and bring attention to it. And also when we brighten and lighten, we push things forward. So if you're somebody that has a lot of like, I guess pockets or lines or folds, anything like that, brightening is really ideal for those areas. So when you get a color match, and how this works is when I color match you as your Saint artist, I go over all the colors you need specifically for your skin and what's going to work for you. So it's not just as easy as, you know, picking out the lightest, brightest color and throwing it on. And a lot of women make that mistake when they pick a brightener in the store, or they pick something, you know, out of a tube or whatever. They tend to pick something that is too light for them. So what I'm going to do today is I'm using a color called Sunlit. It is yellow based, and I like this brightener for me. And you know, sometimes my brightener changes, but this particular brightener is great for me because I have a lot of bluing and a lot of purple underneath my eyes, and I really love the way Sunlit sits on my eyes. So because yellow, you know, is on the opposite side of the color wheel, it combats purple really well. So for me today, I'm going to use Sunlit, and I'm just going to show you exactly what that's like, where I put it, and what goes on. So I'm going to use my little blend brush for this and the color Sunlit. I'm just literally dipping into Sunlit. And we're going to brighten everywhere that we want the sun or the light to reflect. So I'm going to do brightener in between my brows, okay? And I'm going to just show you the placement before I get blending it. So right between the brows, I'm going to flip my brush around, and I'm just going to feather this out. Now you can use any brush to blend and feather things out in Saint. However, I do love this little brush. It's just the right size, and it fits into all the areas that you need. But another great brush that a lot of women use for brightening is the 3D brush, the pointy end of the 3D brush. The blush bronzer brush is, you know, it's okay for blending, but it's a little bit large for those areas. Another tool that women really love is their sponge. So, you know, whatever works for you, you get to know what that's going to be like. So brightener, again, I'm going to do brightener deep into the corner of my eye, and I'm just going to pull it down beside my nose. Now look, I'm talking to you about mature skin. I'm 51 years old, pushing 52 years old. We don't do makeup like these young girls, the tutorials you watch on, you know, social media and whatnot. Gorgeous skin, very fluid, not dealing with any lines and wrinkles, any of that stuff. Mature makeup is very different. So I'm speaking to mature makeup ladies when I'm addressing this video. And this isn't just mature skin, but this type of brightening works the best for mature skin. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to do the other side, and I'm seriously using a super light touch. Like, I can't even tell you, I'm not pressing. You don't need to. This color is like 2 shades lighter than my all over highlight color. So I'm just basically tapping. And for any of you that have used Saint already, you know that this makeup blends seamlessly, and it doesn't take a lot to blend it through. So you don't need a lot of product. That is the key here. I find that a lot of women tend to use way too much cream makeup. And then, you know, they feel like, okay, it's just not working for me, right? Or it's an adjustment, cream makeup. You know, you've been traditionally applying makeup one way or the other. And we've all kind of been doing the same routine, right? Slathering one color all over our face. for maximum, you know, coverage or whatever. And then just kind of trying to build dimension. This is different. Okay, so here I have brightened in between my eyes, and I've brightened around my eyes. You guys can see what that looks like and the difference that makes. I am just going to ever so slightly just go down the bridge of my nose, okay, in between my contour, and I'm just going to lightly feather that out. And I'm talking light, right? I am going to take my brightener along these folds around here, around my, I guess they call them nasal folds, right? And I'm due to probably have those touched up, but I will. This really, really helps to pull things forward, right? And eliminate the look of the creasing of the folds. So brightener is great for that. So if you're somebody that has like really deep, you've got deep lines around your eyes, you want to get very specific with your brightener. I would take a smaller brush, like probably your multitasker. If I have one here, I'll pull it out. You guys all know what the multitasker looks like. It's the flat brush. But for detail work, really fine detail work, like if you had really sunk in lines here, I would get in ever so slightly and really, really get right in those lines. Like you need to be detailed, right? When it comes to, you know, fixing problem areas. But in general, this is it. So I have done those laugh lines or nasal folds or whatever they are called. I'm going to put a little bit of brightener above my lip, a little bit of brightener on my chin. Okay, now I'm going to feather that out with my brush ever so slightly, just like that. And another great spot for your brightener is right under your contour, right in this area. And you guys can see the amount. And when I go through this on your color match, and I'm walking you through this, and for those of you that have had color matches from me, you know that when I say a little, I mean a little, right? I'm not putting a ton on. You don't need a ton. That's what's so amazing about this makeup. Okay, and that's it. So brightener into those key areas right in the center of the face. So I did between the brows, the bridge of my nose, I did my eyes, I did underneath my contour, I did above my lip, and I did my chin. And look, you know, you can always go in, tap things out with your sponge, blend it through, just like so. So good. And voila, you're done. I would finish off with a little bit of setting spray. Cream makeup always is best with setting spray, setting spray, setting spray. Can't say enough about that. But that is brightening, ladies. That is what it's about. If you're not doing eyeshadow for the day, you know, brightener on your upper lids is quite nice too, you know, to just kind of brighten things up. It's that easy. So that is brightener. I hope that that clarifies things for you guys. For anybody that would love a color match, I'd love to color match you. I'll post the link in the comments below. You can find my color match link on my homepage, in my Instagram feed, on my website, or just message me direct and I'll send you the link. For anybody that you feel would enjoy this video or benefit from this video, please like and share. I'd appreciate it. And that is it for today. So have a great weekend, guys. Talk to you soon.